Are you having trouble maintaining student attention for long periods of time? Do you worry that students are not focusing while you share valuable lessons and information with the class? Your students may be facing a challenge with sustained attention. I am Jamie Abtan, and I'm a student in the Master of Arts in Child Study and Education program at the University of Toronto. I will be summarizing the research on sustained attention and providing two evidence-based approaches that teachers can implement to better support students in their elementary school classrooms.
The construct sustained attention refers to maintaining focus and effort for a long duration of time. This form of attention involves remaining vigilant on the task at hand and ignoring external distractors. Students who have difficulty with sustained attention often appear disengaged and distracted during instructional time and independent work time. This can lead to significant academic challenges, as students may not be able to effectively and efficiently concentrate on their learning and acquire all the information presented by the educator. Sustained attention can affect student engagement in tasks, academic performance, and is specifically implicated in math achievement, reading, and written expression. Challenges with sustained attention can also result in obstacles with working memory. Working memory refers to one's ability to effectively hold on to information. This cognitive system is correlated with sustained attention, as maintaining attention on a lesson or an activity helps students to process new concepts and understand relations between ideas, an important factor in working memory. With this in mind, I wondered, how does sustained attention develop? Why might students have trouble focusing in the classroom? Are there effective interventions to address these gaps in sustained attention abilities? These are questions I knew I had to seek out the answer to in order to support students and ensure they benefit from all classroom learning.
The motivation for this research was driven by observations in the elementary school classroom. Students displayed a variety of distracted behavior, such as fidgeting, doodling, playing with objects in their desk, and frequent restroom breaks during independent work time. The exhibited behavior posed a challenge for students academically, as they were unable to contribute to class discussions, answer questions during lessons, or effectively finish their independent work. To overcome this obstacle, I was interested in creating two moves that can be implemented in elementary school classrooms to support and promote sustained attention.
The development of sustained attention emerges in infancy and stabilizes by early to middle childhood. This means that school-age children are developmentally capable of focusing attention on a given task. When conducting research on sustained attention, I learned that sustained attention develops primarily from practice. Researchers have observed that as student age increases, as do attentional abilities. Attention develops through networks and areas in the brain. The attention system can grow and strengthen through practice, experiences, and the mastery of new skills, known as brain plasticity. Brain plasticity refers to the brain's ability to adapt and change based on new learning and experiences. Studies have demonstrated that attention is a top-down process, meaning that past experiences, prior knowledge, and expectations interact to interpret new information. Researchers found that as a result of additional practice, subjects had an enhanced ability to focus on relevant stimuli and filter out distractors. Similarly, when comparing attentional abilities to socio-demographic variables, researchers noted that these did not have a significant impact on attentional functions. Instead, older students displayed greater sustained attention. These findings emphasize the importance of academic experience, aging, and practice to promote focus and concentration in the classroom.
With this knowledge in mind, the first move I created is called the 15-minute challenge to provide students with an engaging, interactive, fast-paced, and creative way to develop their attention skills. students can participate in a variety of challenges, such as puzzles, word scrambles, sorting games, and memory games. These challenges can be completed independently or collaboratively. Experts recommend integrating a spaced practice system where students practice frequently for shorter durations over long periods of time. This spacing effect produces better outcomes as students practice the skills slowly, which results in deeper, permanent learning of the cognitive skills. With this in mind, I recommend implementing these challenges 2 to 3 times a week. These focus-based games will provide students with an enjoyable outlet to practice focusing for the duration of the activity. By maintaining attention on the task, the brain will be able to strengthen the neural networks related to sustained attention, and over time, students will be more capable of focusing on a task for a longer period of time. To effectively implement this move, the classroom culture should value teamwork and a growth mindset for facing new challenges. Research highlights that these aspects of teaching pedagogy help students to persevere through challenges by recognizing that they have the capability to improve based on practice, hard work, and support from their peers. It is important to note that this move does require the teacher to use resources to create these challenges, and the move may take away from the already busy instructional day and require more transitions in the school routine. However, as the goal of the move is to enable students to focus attentively and work efficiently during the rest of the instructional day, teachers will hopefully be benefiting from the implementation of this move. To assess if these challenges effectively promote sustained attention, anecdotal notes and student records should monitor whether students become increasingly capable of maintaining on-task behavior during these challenges, as a direct result of consistently practicing these skills. Overall anecdotal evidence on student behavior and attention during all class time can determine whether these challenges are enhancing the attentional system in the brain.
The second move that I created is called a mindfulness break. Mindfulness has been found to promote self-regulation, which can help students learn to redirect their behavior and shift their cognitive resources to focus on a certain task. Mindfulness and focus-based activities have been found to reduce attention problems and off-task behavior in the classroom and allow students a greater ability to ignore external distractors.
These mindfulness breaks can be used to engage, redirect, and calm students. Examples include visualization, mindful breathing, focusing on noises or body parts, stretching, and yoga. The activities can either be led by the teacher or selected from an online resource. Researchers found that mindfulness breaks are increasingly effective with spaced practice, whereby students benefit more from shorter training of mindfulness that spans over long periods of time, as this allows them to continuously practice the skill. Therefore, to make these mindfulness breaks feasible, teachers can implement them once in the morning and once in the afternoon. The goals of these mindfulness breaks are to promote self-regulation and attention while simultaneously providing students with a break from the academic task at hand in order to redirect them if they are feeling disengaged or distracted. To successfully implement this move, the educator must feel comfortable leading these exercises or seeking out resources to help them initiate purposeful mindfulness activities. Students must also feel comfortable participating in the activities and respect and find value in the mindfulness break. To assess this move, anecdotal evidence and ABC charts can address student attention during the academic day. Exit tickets can also be introduced to ask students what the main takeaway from each lesson was, to provide an indication of whether students are attentive during the class period.
After observing how a lack of sustained attention in the classroom impacted academic success, I conducted research on the development of sustained attention, effective interventions, and created 2 moves that can be introduced to promote attentional skills in students. I hope that you gained a more thorough understanding of sustained attention in children, and that you find these moves useful for your very own elementary school classroom.